think Slada doesn't fill that role
Yeah.
as well as SB because Slada is not that expendable though. Because you're here that you want to survive the fights, you keep building items.
Yep.
Like SB is much more. Oh, even if you don't have items, whatever. Like
What?
17% of the time you'll be useful.
Okay. Well, 17% of the time you mean every time. So here we go. It looks like some of the computers lost power, but they're back, good to go. Players are reconnecting. Just waiting on Swindles now as Hanskin and Limp have returned. So should be getting things underway fairly soon here. As I mean, at this point, the pause during a draft not really mattering since we're only one ban in, and oh my gosh, Complexity have the extra info that the Slide has been banned to plan their entire draft around. How unfair. Kappa. I mean, Tooth. Tooth.
I was gonna say Tooth.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on my meme game now that we're over here for the Global League Cup. But yeah, how's your tooth doing after I socked you one? How's your eye? I guess you've recovered.
My tooth is actually fine, even though I have a sweet tooth.
Mm-hmm.
I like,
enjoying the food here.
I like sugary stuff, but recently I've been using a new diet, so no sugar,
Okay.
no fried food.
You're a healthy man. The food has been good. We found a good restaurant by the hotel. I like it.
Good restaurant, good food plus good something else.
Good beer.
There's a lot of eye candy in the restaurant.
Ah, yes, plenty of beer selection. That's my preferred kind of eye candy, perhaps some of the time. Here we go. Swindles reconnects, and we'll, I believe, see the draft.
I actually like the candies that brings the beer to the table.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. Last time I said anything about that, I got you in trouble, and I had to like apologize and explain things to your girlfriend. Who...
And then I get my dim sum, right?
Yeah, you did some. Yeah. So, do I still owe you dim sum? I'm not sure.
I'm actually not sure too. I actually think I was the one who bought you dim sum the last time.
No, I would not have allowed that. Not after my mistakes. Anyways, here we go. Draft underway. A couple more bans. Wisp and Doom banned out by Complexity. I have two heroes we saw banned last game.
No Enchantress.
No Enchantress banned. Yeah. Last time there was MVP who banned Wisp and Doom, and this time MVP get the first pick, Shadow Fiend.
Radiant Shadow Fiend. So much more potent than the one Complexity had the last game.
But Complexity wanted the dire side, and well,
it's very obvious what they're trying to do. You're gonna contest the Shadow Fiend with BH. I think I talked about this a lot when I was at the house last month. When Radiant Shadow Fiend appears, you need to have a hero that can go in undetected, place wards like Night Stalker or Bounty Hunter would fulfill that role. But I personally would prefer the Bounty because you can actually run in invisible to place the wards. But obviously Stalker is stronger in the lane. Bounty Hunter is more like weaker in the level 1 phase. You don't really do much apart from harassment. Stalker you can sit in the off lane to help. But either way, it's a good approach against the SF.
Alright, well.
So defensive support incoming for MVP.
Yes.
They need like Dazzle or Wyvern.
Maybe even a hero that can kind of look to fight and contest. Like you often see like Spirit Breakers or Night Stalkers against the bounty.
Undying would actually protect this. Because you see this a lot in Alchemist draft. Remember how Vichy opens their draft? Alchemist plus Undying.
Yeah.
It's because of how you compensate the early game. Because Alchemist is very weak in the first few minutes. And then when you get stacks up, you want to protect the stacks. So Tombstone is like, I don't know, I think probably the best way if you do not count ultimate spells, if you just count normal spells.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. Alright, well Dazzle's the pick now for MVP, and there's still room to fit in like the Undying, the Spirit Breaker, one of those heroes that can fight early on. Night Stalker even, so.
Stalker's not bad.
I think he's pretty good at chasing Bounty Hunter around a little bit.
Or SB. I think I would prefer SB to charge the bounty.
Yeah.
I would prefer that.
For now, we'll see what the two teams have in mind. Complexity, yeah, they've gone...
We were just talking about SB, right? Like, much SB, so...
I mean, maybe something in for it. On the off-lane role now. Looked okay, and that was just a rough lane more than anything. He was a slider against like the Visage who was just zoning him out.
Like the whole lineup of Complexity does very well against Slada.
I don't really look at last game and think, oh, Forev had a bad game. Slaughter had a bad game, like as a hero because of the matchup, but I don't feel like Forev. Like there was that one fight where he maybe missed the blink crush in, but
that was just this one time.
Yeah, but it didn't cost him the fight as well. It didn't feel like so.
I mean, they could have just backed, after the Slada died, but they chose to buy out and just re-engage. So so right now, MVP takes out the Wyvern. Obviously against Darkseer, you don't want to give those two heroes together. Because in this phase, Complexity has the first pick.
Yep.
And even if MVP wanted the hero, I mean, it's kind of risky, because Complexity can have the first hero to choose from, so...
And you're just taking out, like, you've taken out the top 2 of the 3 best supports in Bane, Wyvern, and taken the Dazzle yourself. So as far as, like, the zoning and early game laning supports go, you're looking pretty solid.
Complexity still needs a laning support for them. Like, I expect Bounty to be the 4th hero.
And you can't really get, like, a Lich when you've got Bounty. You'd rather, like, a Disruptor or something along those lines.
Or even a Rubik.
Yeah. Depending on what carry they get.
Or even a Shaman, it depends on how they want to... Like, if you want a 5-man, I think Shaman would be a good choice as well, with the wards. And judging by how Complexity ran their last game, or even it might also be... I think Visage is a bit greedy, but it could still fit, again, with their lineup, if they want to push.
Alright, we'll see a Husker ban from Complexity, not wanting to get
no
cheese. Yep. No cheese today. Still a brood there. Gyro gets banned from MP. Let's say, like, you
that was also a good case.
As soon as you mentioned the Rubik, I was thinking, like, a Rubik Gyro would be a great way to have a hero that can come and contest the SF stacks as well.
Gyro plus Darkseer is...
Yeah.
Oh, there's still Tusk actually, huh? But
yeah, Complexity won't be picking
Complexity
Tusk.
can't pick the Tusk unless they want to run a mid Tusk, but...
Support, they could do support Tusk, but they'd have a really weak safe lane.
It's weird though, with the melee heroes they have, but it's more likely that MVP could avoid if they want to.
I think Complexity want another hero that can benefit in fights from having an Iron Shell. Like, Bounty is good in the laning stage, but like in the mid-game fights, he's not like a hero like, oh, you want to Iron Shell him, an Ember Spirit though, or...
Yeah, Ember like, or Juggernaut, something
yeah, you want someone who can fight well around the Iron Shell plus Surge.
Ember, Juggernaut, Dragon Knight, all the melee heroes win slots in certain games.
Yep.
But let's see what they actually ban out here. MVP's lineup, you can still go a lot of directions. I think MVP can also 5-man if they want to, with the Shadowfiend plus Dazzle.
Maybe they take the Drow and do some Drow strats. There's your team who used to do a lot of Drow strats. They did the Drow Viper more.
That is true.
Saying, you guys want to Drow Visage, we'll Drow Visage right back. And well, speaking of Viper, it's going to get banned out, as Complexity do take Ember.
That's strange though, because usually you want... I don't know, maybe they were worried about Viper's Ember matchup.
Viper and SF almost both exclusively mids.
But when you have SF and Radiant, you always want the SF mid. So here we got the SV against the Bounty, as we mentioned.
Viper could have been safe lane, as I don't know if MVP have done much safe lane Viper, but
not sure.
You never know. Or even off lane.
Yeah, we don't really have much sample size to actually look at, because they're stand-ins here and there. So we're not sure, but the overall strategy right now is pretty clear. They have 2 heroes, Dazzle and SV, to protect the SF for his early game against the BH, and Complexity is going to want to hit a timing where they get levels, maybe level 7, level 6 on Darkseer, then Ember rotates around with the Iron Shell to secure an advantage in the early phase. That is their timing.
Yeah.
And obviously the mech on the Darkseer as well.
Oh, and they secure their mid, they get the Templar Assassin. I was wondering what Limp would be playing this game.
It's still a good pick on Dire side. And they have, I mean, Iron Shell plus PA is not the best, but it's okay. It could be useful in certain situations. But overall, their laning phase is quite solid.
And if they get an early start, they have got the kind of lineup which could snowball.
Yeah, but the other thing I'm worried is like, because with the TA pick, they're going to put Ember on safe lane. And right now, with SV, they're still Undying the pool. Maybe SV Undying could be a big problem for like Ember plus regardless whoever you put on the safe lane.
Or even Tusk. I think Tusk is actually amazing.
And MVP can actually do like it's a dual pressure off lane, like a very strong lane against the Ember.
I mean, I prefer the Tusk, but I guess Tusk is always a hero. It's like whether you have a Tusk player is kind of depending on whether you can pick the hero.
They're all 7k MMR. You think they don't have a Tusk player?
I don't know, man. You get 7k MMR by playing Tusk? Yeah, you probably do, actually.
Yes, you actually do.
Yeah, I don't disagree there. On China servers, you get 7k MMR by playing Tusk and Earth Spirit. There you go.
I think Tusk or Undying, like Undying would mean their lineup is stronger, 5-man wise, because of the Tombstone. You hit earlier timing.
I wonder if they're worried about getting a hero that can deal with Refraction, like a Jakiro type. Like Jakiro would, like, not a common pick by any means, but if this was like a OG, I feel like they'd just pick Jakiro and run him in a 4 or in the off lane and use it to deal with TA and contest the Embers lane.
Maybe, but right now they have Poison Touch plus Shadow Strike. I mean, it's not the greatest, but overall, you can see what MVP is gearing to. They are just picking lane dominance, like SB, QOP, SF are all lane dominators. So they want to come ahead in the early phase and just crush Complexity. Because Complexity's heroes, they are strong when they get their levels on Ember and Darkseer, so they can have the Iron Shell Ember running around to kill stuff. But their laning phase at the first, like maybe 3 minutes, is going to be really weak because Bounty doesn't really help too much in the early few minutes. So I think MVP is going to look to just like we mentioned, right, Tusk or Undying, but because Complexity just has one ban right now. So both of those two would fit in their lineup. So they ban out the Undying.
Yep.
So Tusk, I think Tusk will be more or less the final pick for MVP if they want to just dominate and control the lanes. But I personally would have actually think that Undying might have maybe fit a little better with the lineup because they can actually push towers more effectively. Like when you win the lanes, what you want to do next is you push towers. Tusk doesn't push towers as well as Undying could. But I'm not saying that Undying is miles better than the Tusk, but I'm just saying in terms of the strategy.
It's Tusk, man.
Yeah, I know it's Tusk. Yeah.
Tusk!
Yeah.
When do you not want to pick a Tusk?
So MVP actually takes out a good lane support for the Ember. So this actually might signal they're gonna be doing some pressure lane. Like what other good laners? Like Rubik plus Ember is not very strong.
I think Disrupt is one of the just level 1 Thunderstrike, one of the better
it's still
spells.
weak though. Like Disruptor and Ember is not gonna do anything against SB Tusk. Or even if they want to do SV QOP, like sometimes we see that.
Oh yeah.
They're still gonna roll over the Ember lane, the Disruptor. This pick is very, very difficult for Complexity. Their lanes are really, really weak.
Alright, we'll find out soon enough what either the Handskin or Z-Freak hero is going to be.
What other good supports? There's none, right? There's no good lane supports left, right?
It's Rubik, Disruptor,
Shaman we mentioned, but Shaman is weak.
Lion's weak.
It's just two heroes.
I mean, Lion gives you, I guess, you can cancel charges, but no token.
They don't have a good pick here, basically.
Yeah. I think they do want something that can cancel charges, since right now it's just the Searing Chains.
I mean, Rubik, Shaman, Lion, all three we mentioned.
And most supports can. Yeah. But Disruptor gives you some options at locking down Queen of Pain in place.
It's tough though.
I mean, you can see they're taking a long time.
Whatever they pick is tough here, regardless.
Disruptor, yeah.
The lanes are really. I expect the MVP to go for either they go for well played, Tucker.
Yeah.
So they're actually gonna go for what SB plus Jakiro. I think I expect SB plus Jakiro to be on offlane together.
Yes.
It's a pressure lane, and they have QP. I mean, Dazzle would be with SF more or less, and stacking for him.
Alright, well we'll see probably a bit of a rough lane for Ping Ping check on the Ember.
He's TPing bottom though, like he just wants to scout, I guess want to scout the ward first. The enemy is coming to place wards.
And they're probably going to go for the bottom rune, so they want to have at least 4 heroes down here for it.
I expect MVP to at least put a dual lane.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense if they pick Jakiro and they don't do the dual lane here.
Yeah. And Queen of Pain a hero that doesn't need a whole lot of support. They can have Dazzle helping mid and Queen of Pain effectively solo against the Darkseer lane. Even if bounties around
it's okay
harassing.
for Darkseer. I mean, it's not the worst matchup.
It's more that, not that Darkseer's going to lose the lane, but more that Queen of Pain doesn't need the support to get some farm and stay alive.
Maybe the Dazzle will be here like for a bit. Then he's gonna focus more on stacking for Shadowfiend. Because I guess their timing is just they do well in the lanes, they get their map, and they just keep pressuring.
Yep.
Because when you're up against a Bounty Hunter or Night Stalker lineup, they want to split around. Even with the Ember and TA, they want to split you around. They want to get like one pick off left, one pick off right, and they drag the game, they get track goal. So the best way to avoid that is to just hug each other, stay close to each other, and just push towers.
Yep. Alright, Z-Freak gets an early ward down to block the full camp. This ward I remember seeing once, like there was a sentry in range and they kept walking past it and they didn't see it to de-ward.
That was FY. FY didn't find a ward. I actually like this one. You know this one at the triangle?
Yes, it's
the tree
further to the left.
Trees, yeah. I like this one.
Yeah, this one here apparently is hard to see even when you walk by it and it's in sentry range. Just because it's like tucked in or something. I don't know. FY was.
Wear your glasses, Parker, when you play.
Tell to FY. He's got to look good when he's playing though. Because it can't cramp his style with glasses. So
one rune apiece, and where is the Jakiro heading? That is the question.
Gonna look for the Curious Knife.
Is the Jakiro going top? No, he's actually staying bot.
Whoa.
That is actually very, very interesting.
Oh, Salva's coming out. It's being pinged though. I don't know. It's gonna continue to move. Yeah, it's being held in place.
Nah, Dubu is gonna be the career.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
There's no risk.
He'll see the Dazzle and be like, okay, well, Dazzle's just bringing out the Salve, so I don't think he'll stay around.
Oh, Disruptor is now fulfilling the Bane role.
I'm really, like you say, surprised that they're just sending Foreb alone up top without the Jakiro. I guess they knew that Dubu would be focused mostly on the mid lane as far as stacking and supporting SF goes, so they decided that we don't want Queen of Pain.
You imagine
we're going to pressure Darkseer.
If it's a pressure lane at top, how can the Disruptor do this?
Yeah.
He can't do this, right? Because the Ember wouldn't farm at top. I don't know. I don't think this is the most effective way of handling the early game.
Well, maybe you just rely on the 17% for Wax Ping then check once, and we'll see Z-Freak come in with the Bounty Hunter, so annoying Iron Shell Bounty Harass coming into play. No sentries here in the bottom lane as well, so. But
Do they even have sentries at all? I don't. Oh, they have on Dubu.
yeah, he's coming bottom with the 2 sentries. Puts one down.
Will he find the ward? That is the question.
Yeah. Just. Okay, no, he saw it. He walked past it.
He has
You do get some vision.
He has his glasses.
Forev forced to use a charge defensively out. It looks like, yeah, Disruptor did come top now, and it's looking just to secure the Ember farm.
This is weird though, the way they are running the lineup. But
Yeah.
we'll see how it plays out. It's generally not what I expected from them with this pick.
I mean, Ember's one of those heroes to me, like, if you can pressure his lane, you want to do so. Just because he is pretty weak in the lane stage, and
He's one of the weakest carry, like maybe just a little better than Spectre in the first few levels. Like Spectre
Yes.
is also very weak.
Alright, well, we'll see more early rotations. Dubu coming back towards mid. Being tracked by the old bounty hunter. Bounty room will be snagged by Limp on the TA, so one room going his way.
The bounty hunter is actually the youngest player on the team. I don't know about him being old.
Mid lane QO. Being outlast hit so far by Limp on the TA that Seth, of course, will have stacks to fall back to and really is not that far behind at all.
To his defense, the Disruptor did,
Yeah.
harass him a bit at the start.
Wonder if we'll see Zfrig even block off this full camp here with the sentries that he's got.
The courier? The courier! Oh!
Got it. Oh, is that the bottle too?
It's bottle. Oh dear,
yeah.
that is a big...
Well, we missed First Blood. Spirit Breaker killed Disruptor. Some good old classic 17%, but more importantly, we catch the courier snipe. I feel like that's even more important.
The courier snipe is actually bigger than the
Good.
Disruptor.
So my camera work was perfect there. Well, I mean, Disruptor...
I mean, because the bottle was in it, it was actually really big.
No, Forev could be in some
Glimpse?
trouble. Glimpse back is
wasn't in range.
Oh no. But it's level 1 Glimpse still. Ping to check was also very low. That must have been some just sick RNG coming out from that. Oh, SF mid, he's got a kill. This is all kinds of tragedy to start things off here. Take the camera off me. As QO will at least get a kill in the lane. So he may have lost his bottle, but he finds a kill with the help of the Dazzle. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we do see Reason and Swindles juking it out a bit here. But yeah, Jakiro just being played in the safe lane, not what you'd normally expect from this hero.
I think probably the reasoning is they want to just get easy levels, get pulls, and Jakiro with level is obviously scary.
Yes.
Because of how well his spells work at higher ranks.
And even like a hero you want some farm on.
Yeah, it's basically like I talk a lot about Undying when you have Undying support, or you want to get to level 7. So you have level 4 and Tombstone, you keep pushing as a support. I think for Jakiro it's the same reasoning.
Okay.
Liquid Fire, level 4, you just push towers.
Well, they're going to look to maximize their efficiency here. They're going to give Zfrig the off-lane now. He's still level 1, but he's going to have the solo XP as Swindles takes a jungle camp or 2.
You know when you watch Vici play, when they play Darkseer plus Night Stalker or Darkseer plus SB, Darkseer starts in jungle.
Yes.
He does one camp, and then he stacks the other camp, so he clears the camp, and then maybe he does one more depending on the situation, so he's around level 3 or level 4. He goes back to base, and then he comes back bottom if it's a Night Stalker, it's about night time and they get a kill. That's the rhythm of the play with those heroes.
Can you do the same thing with a bounty hunter, or is that
It's more difficult, obviously.
Okay. Forev may need to charge out. Where is it? There we go. Towards mid he goes. Will survive. Had to use the Searing Chains kind of to even stand a chance of getting the kill, and as soon as you do that, charge out is set up.
I mean, it was a tough kill, like honestly. SV was quite tanky.
Yeah. They were never going to get it regardless, unless he misplayed it. Zfrig at bottom, already up to level 3 now after being somewhat starved for experience, and it looks like Darkseer will continue to jungle some XP and farm for himself.
So overall, things are looking actually quite even, yeah, for both teams apart from the bottle getting killed off. But MVP got 2 kills after losing the bottle.
SF already has his courier back and has the bottle. It doesn't really seem to have hurt the...
It's quite even for both teams.
Yeah, SF is getting slightly out-farmed by the TA. I mean, it's fairly significant.
It's quite big though, actually.
He's got jungle stacks. It looks like a couple.
That's the TF Ancients, not yet.
Bottom lane, it looks like possibly an early T1 tower for MVP. They're really pressuring this using the liquid fire.
They have Jakiro, so it's a kind of like inherited advantage you have when you drop Jakiro.
And this forces Swindles back to lane. He was trying to jungle and just be a bit greedier while they give the bounty the lane, but...
Oh, Rising.
Well, there's a charge coming out. This one all the way from top lane, and Limp...
TA's worst nightmare, Jakiro.
Oh dear. There's no mana for a Shadow Strike, luckily. Limp is still going to get charged here. I'm not sure the follow-up is going to be
70%?
He's
Bash?
hoping for it. Jewel Breath, not gonna get. I believe it hit just the one of the two breath.
Oh, no bash for him.
And now he's going to turn and fight. He's got the refraction. In comes Dubu with a shadow wave to try and heal for it back up. Limp going to be, well, forced back some of the score. Tries himself top. Meanwhile, in the trees, it's going to be Reason getting graved up. Hanskin going to go down to the right clicks of the Jakiro. Jakiro still standing for now, but he's surrounded by 4 heroes. That's an ugly sight.
Space created, actually. There's so much time and resources committed by Complexity to actually secure the 2 support kills.
Yeah.
And 2 for 1, and everyone else is like taking the.
It was also, well, Queen of Pain was there at the start of that. So
yeah, that's true.
It was only SF who was kind of farming during
And
it.
he was farming jungle.
Yeah.
So.
It was 4 MVP heroes committed to it as well, so I think it was like an even trade, to me at least.
Quite even, yeah. Actually,
I mean, Complexity get the extra kills, but MVP...
It doesn't matter so much.
So stacks have been scouted here.
Sentry? Do they have Sentry?
Yeah, at this point Zfrick may just look to leech some XP out of this.
He should be fine, like he can stand at the corner, yeah, just about here, get some experience.
He's going to Tango through and get a bit closer. Oh! An attack went his way. I wonder if that was spotted or not. Yeah, they dusted him. They've seen it.
Oh
Zfrick.
my
Oh, he's going for the TP. Got him.
Oh, he actually did not even get that much of experience.
No, he got none of the big neutrals that
Why
died.
did the attack actually... How did that happen? Actually?
Neutrals have map hack, man.
Why would the neutrals hit him? Because he wasn't even... I don't know.
He was in like fog from the heroes, but sometimes neutrals attack units that should be in fog from them.
Top lane, correct. He's gonna get glimpsed back after charging out. Not this time.
Hanskin was ready with the glimpse and pulls him back. And then check, secure the kill. It's kind of like how sometimes like the range creeps will attack you even when you think you're in fog. Like you're hiding in the trees as a tinker and suddenly this range auto attack finds you.
Is that just reborn things?
No, it happened that way in Source 1 as well, some of the time. I don't know. Just my experience playing Tinker is that like random stray auto attacks sometimes come your way from lane creep.
So for Complexity, they didn't manage to get the stack on the Ancients because he pulled it at the wrong time and they thought that was blocked, so they placed a sentry. So, rather unfortunate. I think they need to be able to stack up for the TA so he can actually get to the Dazzle timing, because all the other lanes are actually not going so well, like the Ember and the Darkseer are not... You know, Ember is not getting free farm in the lanes.
Yeah. And you talked about how, like, last game we saw the TA rush Blink against the Dazzle. Do you think we see something similar from Limp, or not because you're on dire side and want road?
Probably not. I think they might actually consider... I mean, by not any means, it's not a bad idea. Like, by all means, it's not a bad idea, but...
Okay.
But just do Dazzle, just get Roche.
Alrighty, well, Tier 1 town now being sieged. Reason comes in with the Jakiro, going for 3 points early in the dual breath.
It's weird.
Yeah, maxing the nuke. It does a lot of damage. It is a very strong spell, but...
Yeah, but I would consider Liquid Fire his best spell, like early game. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not playing Jakiro enough recently. But that's the...
I've seen some Jakiros max like the dual breath and the liquid fire.
Oh, so
like...
you don't go any points in ulti or...
Not necessarily, yeah. I've seen some Jakiros do this, where you go like 303, or even like 404 type builds. Maybe you get one nice path at some point, like around level 7 or 8, but...
So you don't max the dual breath, you just get like maybe 3 points.
Could max it. It scales quite well. Like the damage for it is really big, and it's on a short cooldown. So
yeah, that's what he's doing. He got a third point.
The 404 build is probably the most aggressive build you can do.
But won't you just want 1 point in Ice Path so you can cancel TPs or whatnot?
Possibly. It depends, I guess, on like if you've got Spirit Breaker, I guess.
Oh,
but...
mid lane, Joe, is he gonna challenge record?
No, doesn't have it just yet. Kingpin Check is there with the Flame Guard. Needs to be careful here. He's got one more Searing Chains, and unfortunately, Kua can't really break the Flame Guard right now. There's the 2 hero Searing Chains. The Grave is there. Gets the raise now. He breaks through Flame Guard, but does not get the 3rd raise. He needs Sonic Wave from the side, looking for the kill on Limp. He gets low. He's dusted up. Can melt soon when the dust wears off. Blink forward with a Scream. Z-Freak, he goes down. Dual Breath goes flying on through. Almost the kill in the SF. Nice Grave.
Not the biggest loss though, it's Sonic Wave and you only lose the support.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost the tower, but the tower was going to go down regardless, so... I don't think that was a big loss for Complexity, as long as the TA survived.
And even the Ember as well. But seeing a pinkier build come out from the Ember of Ping Benchek, he's going for a Treads, Wand, and a Bracer now as well.
Huh, no Aquila yet?
Just no Aquila. When we saw that, who was someone yesterday, we didn't go for the Aquila. Yeah, Resolution. But most of the Ember players will be seeing more and more of the Aquila.
I can memorize the item build. Torment, Shield Wand, Aquila, bots. And then you have bottles. And then once you get the bots, you free up a space for Cutting Blade.
And then buy your Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Every single game.
Almost.
No question that.
Almost everything, yeah. Some players prefer like base or power trades in the middle instead of the bots.
Well, Complexity will take themselves a tier 1 tower at mid. It is a trade for the top tower, but your mid tower pretty handy at this stage.
They're worried about the rush. They smoked immediately.
Yeah. Oh, is that going to be the objective here? TA not with any items just yet. Saved up 2k gold, so could still see a blink dagger. Hasn't
Yeah, either way, it's going to allow them to get through, get across the map faster, and they even if Complexity is not doing it, they want to make sure that they're around that area.
And they may find some pickoffs here. They get very close to the TA of Limp. Loop around.
38 seconds for Cop ulti though.
And I think they want to fight. Cop's in a fairly aggressive position here, something that MVP want to fight around, have the Queen of Pain blink into the fight afterwards, but Limp looking to go in forward here. The charge comes out onto Swindle's Darkseer, the Nether Strike is there. Who's it going to be on the TA, who's already lost the refraction thanks to the Jakiro. SF in the front lines gets caught in a wall. Swindles, nicely played so far, gets one last Iron Shell up on Limp before he goes down. Foreb, he's holding on, but now he's going to get another charge off. How is he still alive? Foreb going to earn himself back up in the trees. He's just hiding and juking it out, but the rest of his teammates not so lucky. He may have survived, but the SF and Queen of Pain both go down. The Ember Spirit charging forwards.
Oh, that was their first track kill.
Track kill and gets himself a double kill. That Ember just too much in that fight, despite... I mean, it felt like Spirit Breaker was just cleaning house there.
They were trying to fight at a timing where the Disruptor didn't have ulti yet. Disruptor was level 5 in that fight, ulti hunter. So MVP tried to hit a timing, but unfortunately the Quap ulti wasn't ready at the fight.
And Disruptor did have his level 6, so he used the static storm.
After that, yeah, he got the kill, then he got level.
Oh, this is more track kills going their way. Foreb is not going to die here. Ping check.
Oh, there's no mag yet actually on that Shadow Fiend. I thought he had mag.
Ryzen and Foreb very low in HP. The Urn will heal up Foreb a little bit. Doesn't look like they'll get caught out here, so...
Why is he actually so poor? Like, it's 20 minutes, he has like around 80 CS, 3 kills. He's not even at 6k net worth. Like, Radiant Shadow Fiend is quite common. 11-12 minutes, you have 6k net worth. Towers. Huh, that's strange. That's really strange.
I don't have an answer for you.
He should have actually have his Mac right now. Like, the start he had was quite good. Does he have the Mac already? Yeah, he does. But it's a little late though. I thought he had the Mac.
If he had it for that fight, it would have been... If you can keep the SF and the Queen of Pain alive, that was a really nice wall from Swindles. That made a big difference too.
Agreed. That was a really good play from the captain there on Complexity.
Yeah. Well, his mech gonna come at the same time as the Shadow Fiend, so gonna match up mech for mech now.
Yeah, it should have been MVP having like one fight with the mech advantage with their draft on the Radiant side, but unfortunately things didn't pan out for them. But so right now it's even, and with the even mech and you have Iron Shell on the Ember is gonna be very, very scary and hard to deal with.
MVP gonna smoke up, hitting their mech timing. Little do they know Darkseer will have one of his own in just a
unless
second.
they kill him first?
Yeah. Maybe they'll kill the courier even. It's flying on overhead. Q hits it once, hits it twice.
Charge? Oh, they lost vision.
Yeah. No, charges on... Oh, it's on Limp, I believe. Yeah, we're going to get the Nether Strike on PingPhx, who gets the Remnant out, will escape. Possibly looking for a return fight here. Hanskin could glimpse him back. Vacuum Wall on 3! This is a problem. They're going to pop the mech here, but here comes PingPhx in the front line. He's got the Flame Guard to protect him. They're going to break through MVP. Taking out 2, just losing a Bounty Hunter, but they've already got some track kills. They're going to lose Limp on the TA. This Jakiro wreaking havoc now, and PingPhx getting low here, gets caught by another Liquid Fire. He may just go down here. He's going to toggle the tread, pop the magic wand, heal himself back up a bit. Hanskin goes down now as well.
God, they won the fight thanks to the Queen and the Jakiro.
Yeah, I was about to say, the Jakiro was just doing monstrous damage.
It seemed like the Iron Shell was like winning everything, but they were doing a lot of damage over time with the Jakiro, and the Queen ulti like hit 4 heroes.
And the TA couldn't really fight because of the Liquid Fire. Like, he never has refraction up, and he has no attack speed.
That was a really tense fight there. It was very close. Like, SF didn't even get to use his Requiem in that fight.
Well, it was the perfect initiation from the Darkseer with the Vacuum Wall.
Yeah, but they still... it was really close. Even though they lost the fight.
It started off with Ember fairly... If Ember had more HP, maybe that he can fight a bit better. Like, he did have Flame Guard when he went in, but he was already, like, half HP.
He still did a lot with the Iron Shell, though. He killed the SF. It was difficult, though, but I felt like both teams played their engagement very, very well.
Ooh, Maeve spotted out that smoke here. There was a lane ward.
Yeah, that's a ward there, right?
Yeah, they saw that smoke.
And top lane, you see Swindles getting charged, and that's right. Nope, backup is here.
Yeah, they know there's a mech, so I think they decided to cancel.
That was good enough, like, they wasted TPs.
Smoke coming through their jungle. Will they find anything? Jupu's still positioned very aggressively.
Oh, they have a haste on SF. SF has a haste though.
Yeah.
This might be bad for them.
Looks like
Charge on limb.
Still considering fighting this one.
Charge on limb. They don't know. They don't see the other heroes because they're all smoked.
Yeah. Then going to pop the refraction here. Reason is nearby. He's going to Yule Scepter now as well. The glimpse back on Forik will not get off a Nether Strike. Reason, does he want to use the Yules aggressively? Decides against it.
Wow, he is actually so rich. I guess after that fight, he actually got a lot of gold.
4-1 and 4-2. Yeah, he's had a very
So
strong game
he
so
actually
far.
indeed went back for like 1 point in the ice path.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-0-3, got 1 point in Ice Path and even 1 in the Macro Fire. Quite like this build. I think the Dual Breath early on does just it's so good at zoning and doing
What
damage.
he goes for, so he matches the liquid
Yeah.
fire. But ice path level 1 with Beals is not.
Yeah, I mean, at this point you want just to push the Tower Siege with the Liquid Fire, but... Ice Path not a spell you need to be leveling up right away, per se.
Yeah, but when you have use, like, preferably you have more points in ice path. But right now,
That's true.
I think the use is just mainly for removing the flame guard. I think that's a big source of damage for complexity. I think it's quite underrated though. I think it's early game if you get it fast enough. Oh,
Yeah.
Blitz.
Right.
SF.
Pull Cure back in, he's got the mech, he's going to get on the static shield. Oh, kinetic shield, the vacuum wall is there as well, and Cure Reason getting shredded here. Cure should just go for a Requiem, he's graved up. He gets it cancelled though, doesn't get the Requiem off, he will die before he gets the chance to channel it. Forik could be in some trouble as well, there's a glimpse available, he's going to go in for the Nether Strike, Sonic Wave off to the side, the TP out comes from the Dazzle and Forik. Not so lucky. Triple kill, the Limp on the TA. Could set up a Roshan. Does he have a Death So? Yeah, he does.
Roshan should be down. But that was weird though. I think he cancelled his own Requiem.
Yeah, nothing cancelled it. Like when he was graved up and
Sonic Wave was on one hero on the bounty. I guess they already lost the fight, so he just wanted to get a kill and get out.
I believe they got 2. I don't even know if they got any track kills. Bounty didn't get much money, maybe 1 kill. He got it 2 tracks off, but Bounty got like 250 gold out of that. So I don't think they were actually
Maybe
making
just
track
one.
kills.
Not sure. But overall, that was pretty bad for MVP. They didn't use their spells. And it was because of the glimpse. They were running away. They were like, okay, guys, we got the tower. We just need to back off, and they got caught by the glimpse.
And then one hero getting caught turns into 2 with the static storm, and suddenly
that was a really, really good play from the play by Hanskin there.
Yeah.
Combined with the wall from the captain.
I mean, you go back to NIP, and he was playing a lot of this disruptor player.
Oh, the dive. Are they going to dive? They are really, really strong.
They don't know these heroes are down here, right? At least it doesn't seem it. Okay, now they do. They've seen Cure with the trap. He takes it out right away. More TPs coming in. I think they may look to fight this one. Possibly Limp on the front line is going to get taken out. Does have the Aegis to start things off. Pinkman check, silenced up by the Orchid. Handskin, he goes down here. Pinkman check, he's in a bit of trouble. He needs a fire in and out. Does he have it? Gets thrown up in the air. Ice pass to follow. He's going to go down, and Complexity, can he push back? They're going to lose Bounty as well. It's a double kill for Shadow Fiend as they get the vision for the charge onto Spindles. Orchid is there. That's a mech skill, and I mean, you talk about MVP not using their spells last fight. It feels like Complexity this fight not using theirs. They didn't really get off anything from the Darkseid. The mech wasn't used at all.
They weren't in position. They were really scattered. That was number 1, and they didn't have a disruptor ulti, which actually did a lot in the last one.
Oh, Base is actually in trouble here. The creep wave already.
Oh my god, liquid fire! How was down?
Yeah, maybe not the
Maybe
Rax.
even Rex. 30 seconds.
Close.
That's it. 30 seconds.
Yeah, fighting with that, and it's not like TA has Aegis. TA may just have to run in and dive for this one, but Hanson gets caught out. This is a big throw to lose.
Oh no!
Fight back. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Now it's like another 30 seconds. Just Darkseid will be up in 10. He bought some time here. Limp needs to be careful. He's got the Aegis. I think he's just trying to buy time right now. He's going to go down to 1 more right click, which means no Aegis for the
god.
whole.
They get the Rex. That's gonna be big.
Yeah. I mean, TA has buyback, but at this point you've just used Aegis. You may be forced to blow a buyback. You've got to try and save the melee Rax, but I don't know if they can do it here. There's no group available. MVP's Q are going to wind up a Requiem. He says, I just want this Rax for now. Vacuum wall on 4 here. Somebody just hit this damn melee Rax. The illusion's trying to repel them, and there we go. They get the kill. MVP suddenly with 3 heroes taken out on the Complexity side, looking like they may be taking game number 2. They're going to get the full lane of Rax now. Complexity in trouble. All it took was one bad sloppy fight underneath, and T1 power of all things. You just don't expect the game to end so fast. They're going to re-engage now. There's a static storm, but the positioning from MVP is just too good.
Slipping away.
TA has buyback, but is holding on to it, not wanting to use it. Z-Freak on the bounty will get back to safety. No detection for him, it looks like. Hanskin trying to get the kill on Spirit Breaker. Finding it just yet, but there's going to be a glimpse back with a Thunder Strike, and Hanskin, 1 more right click, not going to get the kill on him. The Urn Gets him back to Fountain, but MVP say, we just took your racks, guys. 21 minutes in, we'll take that.
Jakiro, you know, when you lose a fight like that against Jakiro, you just lose your base so quickly.
And like already, like it's Peugeot's at the T1 tower. It doesn't take long just to push up this lane. Like the creep wave was already kind of repelling things.
So that
happened.
That was so
too quickly.
so quick. That was so quick. I didn't expect that as well. Like,
complexity though, they're thinking like, okay, yes, that fight at bottom T1 tower. Let's say like worst case scenario, they probably think in their heads like maybe we play this badly, but they're not expecting to lose a racks from it.
Jakiro, liquid fire, my friend. That's what it does.
Yeah. And Kyo now with the BKB, this is a much needed item just against the. I mean, we've seen him get caught out by the glimpse, the vacuum wall, the disruptor.
The vacuum wall is the biggest thing. Like if he can actually not get caught by that. Right now with the BKB, obviously the disruptor ulti is not a problem for him as well. So MVP looks like they're in a really comfortable position to secure another lane of racks and possibly end the game, which is BKB.
I mean, Reasons Jakiro has been such a key hero this game, and something I think he used to play a lot of in the past when he played some off lane was or even support. He was like the support Jakiro for like one of the original MVP teams who played this hero all the time.
Yep, charge going top towards the Ember. Can they actually get the kill?
It's back to the base.
They needed the Queen to
but okay, never mind. And the TP out as well.
I don't see Complexity being able to challenge any fights outside the base right now. It's difficult though.
Well, they're gonna need track money to turn this game around.
But will MVP give them the track money?
Is he free? Korea? No.
Will MVP give them the track money?
Okay. You know, this based on last game, I'd say it's a possibility. As to whether it's going to be enough track money going their way, that's I don't know. Question I don't have an answer to just yet.
Oh,
Bounty.
They're backing off. Whoa, they're actually playing. They're playing it really safe. I like it.
Zfig tried to snipe the Courier, just had the wrong line. He knew the Courier had just flown past him, would be returning soon, but wasn't in the right position to snipe it.
They're gonna wait for the next Roshan. I don't think they need to though. They're so strong right now.
And with, I guess SF already has a Yasha, so an SMY is coming soon, or a Manta style.
If they want to siege, obviously Manta is better.
Yeah, and get rid of track.
Yeah.
Get rid of refraction a bit faster too, so not a bad option by any means.
If they do not want to siege the high ground, they need to get a gem to control map and wait for the next Roshan. But if they don't want to get a gem, they should probably siege right now.
They're very close to a couple key items. Like they just got the 4-staff on Jakiro, and Queen of Pain's BKB is now just 200 away. So I'm sure less about waiting for Aegis maybe, and more like, hey, we're really close to a couple big items. 4-staff BKB.
I didn't realize that he was like they were actually waiting for.
Yeah.
BKB is a very key pickup against those heroes.
Yep. And anywhere else, Dazzle picks up a 4-staff as well now, so a couple 4-staff on their
They
side.
should go right now, right? They have all the items there. I'm not going to be waiting for anything else.
It's Complexity who was saying let's go. They're smoked up and trying to clean up their jungle right now.
And they need a dagger on Swindles ASAP.
He's got 1600 gold, so
Man, I'll be surprised if he goes for the Greaves now.
yeah. It's not getting rid of anything
He needs
massive.
level 12 plus dagger, so he has
Yeah.
4 points in the vacuum.
What is that smoke? They just
Oh,
smoked.
it's tracked.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, sure.
Mistakes were made. Pull out the chat wheel. They have vision here. I mean, it seems Complexity have not really responded to this. Oh, it's going to be a jump on mid lane. They've caught Hanskin. Oh, have they? They're going to charge in the Ice Path off the mark. 4F going to be forced to use a Nether Strike, possibly. Nope, not needed. Blade Mail there as well to give him some protection. And well, turns out it doesn't matter. They smoked under vision and managed to push forward regardless.
They should still be able to switch here quite easily. As long as they don't dive too deep. And they don't allow... Oh, he actually went for the Greaves. Okay.
Not 9 that's necessarily going to help you on a high ground push. There's only so much physical damage as well that the passive
You
kicks
can
in.
take away the Orchid, I guess.
Oh, Pingvin checks the Orchid up. Well, there's going to be a scream. It's not an Orchid on the Darkseer. It's going on to the Ember to take him out of the fight. And now they're going to lose that Darkseer as well as 4F ready with another charge in a couple of seconds. But imagine they may just come back now for the melee racks in the mid lane. They're going to take the tier 3 tower first. 4-star forward. Reason kind of pushes himself in, but I don't think he cares. He's going to go into the limp and does not have the BKB himself. Qo. He's just going to look to clean up here. Handskin, 1 or 2 more right clicks. He will survive in the fountain, it looks like, but as you mentioned, it does feel like this is game. Limps back. Qo. Oh. Possibly a bit overextended here. This is a track kill if they can get it. I say if they can get it because there's a grave there and Nubu with a heal as well. Multiple 4-star plays could pull QO out. He's still tracked up, but they can't even get the SF. Oh no. D-Freak bouncing some shurikens around. He doesn't even get the kill off of it. GG's called, and MVP and Complexity will get a 1-1 draw here in the opening match of Day 2 of the Global Elite Cup.
These two teams actually look pretty good.
Yeah.
Despite like some mistakes here and there, but overall I think they have really good potential of like beating the stronger teams.
They have
If they can polish their play.
very clear defined strategies. I mean, MVP, it's very much about like the individual
chaos
players.
And the chaos.
Yeah, like MP and QO players, you should be expecting lots of kills, lots of just aggression from and lane dominance, and then Complexity, it feels like more of a about the team strategy and how